La, 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 la. Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of Vertical Genta. Genta's gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna tell a bit of a story, and instead of vertical, I'm gonna try posting this horizontal but flipped. You'll know what I mean if it works. Anyways, basically I'm preparing for a really good work week next week, starting Monday. I'm gonna have a schedule and I'm gonna work with it, but that's not what I want to talk about. Basically, while I was working on setting up a schedule and some ideas for like recording and stuff like that, I kind of just remembered it's the Christmas season, and with that came like a bit of a story time meltdown in my head, because when you're older you realize things in your childhood that just didn't really click before, but that doesn't mean you didn't have a good childhood. It's just like now you have perspective. And I wanted to talk about a Christmas, like my Christmas experience with my extended family. I think it's a good story to tell because I feel like it's a lot more common than I probably realize, and I just wanted to share this experience and this story with you. It's nothing bad, but it's just a lot of perspective of the whole manner in my extended family, which is outside of my health. I haven't talked about my extended family. I guess I mentioned that they've actually wanted to take me when I was a baby, but I don't remember. Did I say that on stream? I feel like I said that like on stream. Basically, they didn't think Mama Genta could handle me. And she retorted back with, "You can't even handle 100% me. What makes you think you can handle even 50%?" Which is really smart. Bravo to Mama Genta. So yeah, they did want to take me just because they were like worried for me, but that's neither here nor there. You see, my extended family, they're all very well off compared to us. Like they live very, very well lives and have very big homes or businesses and do really expensive jobs and have a family with like rules and regulations and just nothing like at home. I was thinking about how in my 21 years with my extended family that there was a cutoff point that I finally realized that I don't know these people. I don't have any relationship, and the very few times I've interacted, they were very hollow and just either insulting or boring. But I can't really blame that on the kids because it's kind of like a cat. Literally, a cat walks into the room. What are you gonna do? Just go up to the cat and just demand to pet it? Nah, the cat's just coming in. It's chilling, and we're just all gonna see how we go from there. Not everybody wants to be pet. Not everybody wants to be talked to, and that's kind of my extended family. We would have like family get-togethers, and nobody would talk to us. There would be no interaction. They barely a hello, and we would just kind of observe. Like we would be sitting next to them and maybe give one word or two on the subject if they would listen, but most of the time they were not interested. We were literally the pity. We were the pity invite. And my grandpa wasn't even it was like a silently not allowed that he could not come to these family gatherings because my aunt did something a few years back, and so just out of stupidity of like circumstances, they refused to make up, and my grandpa is just like, all right, well, I'll just never get in your way again, even though you betrayed me. And so my aunt is very, very weird position in my head. But there's like a lot of perspective with my extended family that I would like to say all in one video, but I don't think I can. Basically, we have no attachment to my extended family, and because they refuse to give like a real relationship with us, we couldn't really give them anything that we had either, because unlike them, we lived a very hard life of like health problems and dealing with typical issues that were typical for us, but apparently not for them. A great example was, um, they would have like times like when I spent over, that the children were not allowed to leave their rooms until 8, and then they had to go and make their own breakfast. And I was like maybe 7 or 8 when I did this, and there was no adults. I don't know. I don't just kids were making stuff and they were turning on the stove and they were making toast, and I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, they had a whole routine I was completely foreign to, because a little health fact about Genta is that I used to cyclic vomit when I was 3 years old for about 6 months, and basically that means I just kept throwing up no matter what you gave me, and it almost killed my mom because she couldn't fix it. And yeah, she had a meltdown in a vitamin aisle, and whoever was working that day is an absolute saint, because they sent me to the vitamin lady. They recommended the vitamin lady I have, and she's literally the only reason me and Mama are alive, because doctors wouldn't believe us. And beside the point, let's get back to the story. I would be spending the night at my extended family, and I didn't know what to do. There were no rules told to me. It was just an expectation of normalcy that I did not have. And all the questions I could ask were either considered like, you should know this, or I'm not gonna answer you. Just very like pushed to the side. But with like my cousins, it wasn't completely like, it wasn't malice on purpose. It was more like confusion that you don't know how to do this. So yeah, anyways, because I had a sensitive stomach and many allergies, I ended up just picking a random cereal, filling the bowl halfway, and then eating it dry, which I do most of my cereal because I was lactose intolerant at the time. I'm not anymore, but kind of am. It's complicated. And, well, all the nervousness of the decision of what to eat that morning, and I had to do it all myself, mixed with I just ate a cereal I did not know. Once my aunt and uncle like showed up out of nowhere and were getting ready for work or something, basically my uncle disappeared to go to work, and then it was the aunt, and I went up to her and I was like I was about to cry, and it was really bad. I felt really sick, and I went, Auntie, I feel bad. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. What do I do? And she just like blinked at me and just was like, I will go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom to throw up. And then she just continued on independently with her day like everybody else in the household. And I was literally like a horse in between two bales of hay. I was looking at the hallway, which at the end is the bathroom, and I was looking at her, and I was looking at the hallway, and I was looking at her, and then I threw up on the carpet. I told this story, I told this story to her mom, and she didn't think it was funny like I do now. Like, she feels bad that her daughter is very emotionally withdrawn and not, and not capable of like much compassion, I guess. But that's like, it's a lot of insight into like their personal like it's very complicated. It's very complicated. No one person in my family is like evil, as I would call it. I just don't see a connection that could have ever been made outside of blood, basically. So it's neither their fault nor our fault. It's just there's no connection. My mama fought for connection for years, and she later told me that every time we went for Christmas or Thanksgiving, which is the Christmas ones, triggered this storytelling. She told me that every Christmas or get together that she would basically take like a cigarette break, because she used to smoke, she doesn't anymore. She would take a cigarette break, go to the car and just cry, and then come back in. And she said I did that every single time. And then I finally did the exact same thing, minus the smoking. I don't smoke. And I told my mom, I'm done. These people don't want to talk to us. They don't interact with us. My aunt had recently been trying foster care, and it not like true adoption, but like foster caring kids. And the only one that interacted with me was the boy that she was fostering. And that said a lot. It was very, very strange to have somebody who's not your family be the most familiar face and family-like. It was strange. It was very, very strange. I don't even think he's a part of the family. I don't know. Her whole adoption thing was very iffy. I don't understand why she did that. But anyway, getting back to what started this whole train of thought was, once I finally realized after, like, I think it was a Christmas get-together that there's no emotional connection with my family, extended family, and I melted down and I told my mama that basically I brought it up like a year or two later and I asked her about it, and well, here's the story. Genta had a happy childhood. I had a very happy childhood. I remember Christmas time going to my uncle's house, and then it would flip-flops to grandma's house, and then it would flip-flop to like aunt's house, and we would just like do presents and stuff, and there would be so many presents and everybody would be happy, and there would be food, and that would be it. Like, it had a theme and it had a purpose, and it wasn't like drowned out, like dragged out like the other get-togethers, like a birthday party or Thanksgiving would. Like, Christmas was really, really good, I thought. I thought was the key word. See, it turns out that Mama Genta was very, very aware of the situation and made absolutely sure I would be completely ignorant to the big picture. What's the big picture? Well, okay, this is gonna sound not like, I don't know, it's bad hearing it from me, but I want to hear your guys' take on it. Basically, my mama, because we used to do a lot of reselling of toys, we would have like the hottest toys and we would ship them to like countries that didn't have like they didn't have these stores, so they want the toys but there is no middleman, so we just sold them directly and made a little bit of profit for Christmas. So my mom would have all these toys of just leftover inventory basically, and she would wrap them all up and give them to all my cousins, and my cousins would literally end up with more like Christmas presents than their parents had even bought for them. And they'd actually would play with them right away and open them, and it was all good. It was all good. I would even get a lot of presents too. But guess what? You want to know why she used to bring a whole car full of presents for my cousins? I had never noticed. They had never gave me a single present for years. Mama Genta somehow, either one Christmas or another, realized this and took it upon herself to make sure everybody had a good experience, including me. And I never even thought to think my mama, like, it was our wrapping paper and everything. It never dawned on me that my own family, extended family, it didn't know enough about me or care that much to even like give me any kind of a present outside of money, which as an older person I can say I love that. As a kid, I just, anything would have been okay, I guess. I don't know, most of them were gift cards that I remember, like just cards and gift cards. But yeah, So that happened, and you think, oh, that's the first thing. Well, there's one more thing. I was completely ignorant to the lack of a connection with my family until I was like 10 or 11, or whenever like the DS Lite came out. You know, the Nintendo DS Lite. When did that come out? Was that 2008? Maybe I was 8 or 7. Basically, this was the first time I realized that I was excluded from the mix, and they thought I wouldn't notice because, before I never noticed. So my grandma is really good at giving people money and big stuff, right? It's not not a big deal, except this one Christmas haunts me as being the Christmas I realized they don't know me and I'm not involved in their lives. Because my grandma had bought my older cousin, my younger cousin, and the twins. So that's 4 people, all brand new Nintendo DS Lites. And I knew those were expensive. Like back in the day, that was something. Like that was not a light gesture whatsoever. And they had that. And I remember the highlight of that Christmas for me was I had like this swivel board that I come to find out was like an autism swivel board thing. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It was lame, but I thought it was cool for 10 minutes until I realized that, wait a fucking second. My cousins have like this expensive gaming thing, and basically I was depressed the rest of the Christmas because I'm like, how come I didn't get one? The excuse was like my youngest cousin, I was like the second youngest out of everybody. The excuse was that like the youngest cousin, so my aunt's daughter, who's like freaking -5 of Genta, so she would have been like 6 or 5. The excuse was she can't read. And then you want to know what fucking they did? Fucking, oh my god. The last one, the very last Christmas I went, I was probably like 12 or something, or 11. That's when like we finally like officially said, fuck this, we're not doing this anymore. This makes me miserable too. They got her a DS. And still nothing for me. I would like to say after the fact, Mama Genta was like, oh my god, she wants that. And I remember getting my little pink DS Lite from just some guy on Craigslist. We went to his house, he handed it to me. It was like $85 used. It had a scratch on the bottom, but that was my DS. And I treasured that thing for a very long time. And I was very happy with that. I'm very lucky to have Mama Genta. She is so smart and aware, and it hurts my soul that it took me so long to have realized, that she was fighting the fight alone with my extended family. We both really opened up with each other around when I was like 16 or 17, and we had like very heartful conversations, and she cried a little bit one time, and she's like, I've waited for years to be able to talk to you about something like this, but I was never going to bring it up. And I understand that, but we're too smart. We really are too smart. Once we realize something, we realize it, right? And it just gets a bit sad, and we like analyze it, and then we talk about it. We're not the typical like, I hate my fucking family, they're shit. It's just there's nothing there. And she fought really, really hard to make any kind of relationship. She would do free babysitting. She would pay for them to go roller skating with me for free. They'd spend the night. They'd go to the amusement park for free, go to the movies for free, car rides for free, garage sales for free, and they lived nowhere near us. It was an hour and a half drive. And she tried. She absolutely, Mama Genta does everything. And if there's anything to take away from this, it's just that if you have extended family that no matter what you do, that you just don't seem to click, or there doesn't seem to be any emotional connection, that's okay. If you don't even have any family out there that seems to care or just would like to involve you, and you're just stuck alone and you realize that, just know you're not alone, and I've been through that too. I would love to have a Christmas with you guys. Why don't we? I don't want to have a sad, lonely Christmas with just memories. We've basically, at this point, Christmas means nothing to us because every day is Christmas. So this would be a really good Christmas to spend with you guys. For those of you that don't have a family, or they feel like they don't pay attention or care, and hell, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, let's spend a good day together. That's what I want. I want to spend my Christmas with you guys. I don't know what that means yet, but I'll have fun with you. And that'll be better than nothing, right? That'll be better than nothing. Yeah. Anyways, I got that in my head, and I needed to just get it out, and yeah, I said that was my piece. Just realization of the past. It's okay. It's fine. It's good to talk about it and share experiences, and that way you can compare and contrast, and you just know, you learn a little bit. Sometimes your relatives are not your family. Your friends are your family. Your real family. Friends are always family more than family. Anyway, I don't know what you guys are going to be doing for Christmas or Christmas Eve, but expect Genta to have a dedicated stream for you guys. We'll do whatever you guys want. How's that? You want to do Splatoon? All right. You want to do Among Us? Cool. You want to do like drawing stream? Cool. I don't know how I feel about chats, video chats, but we would have to do that for Among Us. You know what? Just for you guys, I would do that. It's good practice socially too for me. Voice calls with my fan base and my friends and all my regulars. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be fun. There was one more. What was it? Oh, a Christmas movie. Christmas movie nights. Yeah, we could watch all kinds of movies. That'll be awesome. Oh, I'd have to boost the server again so it would be in the best quality possible. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Ooh. Okay, I have much work to do. We have a collab. I have a collab. We have a collab. I say we do. I have a collab scheduled for this Tuesday, and the rest of the schedule is going to be announced hopefully before Monday. So you guys can see that I'm actually trying to work and apply myself and all that jazz. And anyways, I'm sorry if this was a bit winded or weird, but I didn't stream today because I'm obsessed with thoughts. Creative thoughts, apparently. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you for existing. Thank you. Hope to see you on Christmas. You're all invited. Mew. how do I actually do this? This is gonna seem weird. Whoop.